Larry and Bev Turner were originally sheep farmers. In the early 90s, the downturn in wool prices severely impacted the island's economy and they found themselves struggling. Starting with nothing and using true Aussie know-how and some bush ingenuity, they now produce the essence of Australia: eucalyptus oil. Reviving a historical industry that once thrived on the island, eucalyptus oil was Australia's first true export overseas and one of Kangaroo Island's major industries. At its peak, there were 48 privately owned distilleries employing over 600 people. The industry on Kangaroo Island was originally pioneered by Faulding & Co, and Emu Ridge became one of their key properties. From the 50s, other farming pursuits took over and producing eucalyptus oil became part of history. These days, the majority of eucalyptus oil is produced overseas, from countries like China and Brazil. Emu Ridge eucalyptus oil is the only one of its kind in the world. It is distilled from the leaf of the indigenous Kangaroo Island narrow-leaf mallee, renowned for its aroma.
Our oil is a very versatile product. It's great for the body and also for cleaning because of its antibacterial, antifungal properties. It's excellent for colds and soothing insect bites, dissolving sticky things and removing oil-based stains from clothing and carpet, just to name a few. We sell our oil and other natural products in our farm shop. We also have an online store selling our products worldwide.
From humble beginnings in 1991, the future farming direction for the Turners has changed significantly. The first 22 years were spent researching, growing and planting their plantations. A labour-intense process, the leaf was all harvested by hand with a chainsaw. And the business was self-sufficient, operating on solar, steam and wind power. These days, they have the mains connected, and with 30 kilowatts of solar, we regularly export to the grid. Larry has adapted a mechanical harvester to cut the bushes to the ground. The leaf is shredded and spat into the pot on the back of the machine. The pot of leaf has a mesh lid put on top, and then this pot is turned over and placed on top of the original pot, which is half filled with water. The two pots are clamped and sealed in place. A fire is lit underneath, and the water boils and turns into steam. The steam rises through the leaves and ruptures the oil cells, which turn into vapour. Both steam and vapour rise through the pipe and into the condenser. Cool water circulates the pipes, cooling and condensing the steam and vapour into water and oil. The water and oil run down the steel pipe into the tank. From here, the oil is separated. Oil is lighter than water, so it sits on top and flows through the copper pipe and then out into the container. The oil is made in a similar way to how it was done over 100 years ago. From here, it is stored, ready to be bottled and labelled by hand, ready to sell. The boiled leaf is removed from the pot and once dried in the sun can either be used as mulch or for starting the firing process. Emu Ridge is proud to have revived the eucalyptus oil industry on the island, and these days they are the only commercial eucalyptus oil distillery in South Australia. The farming land is self-sustaining through revegetation and farming of our natural resources, not to mention much better for the environment. We hope you enjoy Emu Ridge.
Cape Willoughby, right up the top, and obviously you have Prospect Hill over this way. Two best views. So up the top of Prospect, you can see the entirety of the Dudley Peninsula.
Okay.
However, from the top of the lighthouse here at Cape Willoughby, you have the most spectacular view from the eastern end of the island. Pretty much you get to see all the way out here. And it's just breathtaking, especially this time of year, where there's still a bit of greenery in the grass, and you can see that contrast between the ocean, the cliff face.
Right.
Absolutely gorgeous. See all the way down Cape Hart, along here to the estuaries. Not a great view of past the Cape, but you get to see the point where we had the first automated lighthouse. It's just a spectacular area. That's the two best views of the island.
Okay.
And eventually, fingers crossed, we get a walking trail all the way from Penashore. So,
Quite the hike, yeah.
oh, that'd be quite the hike. It would be a beautiful hike across that coast, because this coast here, once you get to Lashmar, gorgeous beach. And we've recently updated that. But this entire area is just the most pristine water on the island.
Right. And there's lots of conservation type areas you can stop and
Yeah.
camp for the night and just, you know.
Yeah, well, this is the big one, and obviously you've got a little one down here as well. But that entire landscape is just gorgeous. And the beauty of Kangaroo Island is that you've got so many different biomes of vegetation, so all transition to
You
different
notice that
areas.
as we've driven that, you know, you come around a corner and everything's just totally different sometimes.
Exactly. You know, and that's it. I mean, a lot of pasture land, a lot of farming, a lot of agriculture has been done on the island, but you've also got these pockets of beautiful conservation land as well.
Yeah, no, it's been a great trip.
So what's the must-see in the middle part of the island?
Oh, look, Pandana pub, supposedly the best pub on the island. They have a great feed, but when you come to that section, you do see that transition. So you've got all this lush greenery out here. You get to the center of the island, you've got sweeping fields of canola, and a whole lot of dirt. It's a beautiful area though, because that's it. You transition from all this beautiful vegetation to this dry desert inland. You've got a few zoos out here, and wildlife parks. They're great places to visit. But Seal Bay is the one. So if you do come inland, then you make your way down to Seal Bay there, or even Vivon Bay. Vivon Bay's got a famous little eatery cafe there.
Okay.
This road previously wasn't sealed, so you had this dirt road going all the way out to Flinders Chase.
Right.
And this little eatery was, I guess, your little safe haven before you headed all the way out. Do a great fish and chips. But Seal Bay, one of the 3 seal colonies on the island. So you've got another seal colony down here at Flinders Chase.
Yeah, we saw them down at the arch. And,
Yeah. They're abundant down there. Obviously Seal Bay, where you get to take that tour or go down the boardwalk. And then even out here, not that you can see it on this map, but we have the Page Islands. 3 islands out this way, and they're the 3rd seal colony. That's the most protected seal colony there is. So you can't get there, but we do counts on population sizes, which you can see from the top of the lighthouse. So another spectacular view from Cape Willoughby. But yeah, no, I'd say Pandun is lovely, and it's a great place to be a halfway stop before you get out to Flinders Chase. Did you get all the way out? You would have got all the way out here.
Yeah, we went down to the arch, but we just came along here and straight down. So you could definitely see how this is all burnt out as you're driving down the road.
It is hauntingly beautiful now.
Yeah.
That re-veg at the bottom has come back so quickly, and that's the beauty of the Eucalyptus, that it's insulated quite thick. However, the fires that tore through here were so ferocious and intense that the heat burnt the tops. So you've got all these dead tops now, black charcoal, with all this beautiful undergrowth.
There was some spectacular views down through here as you come into the park and down through in there. So.
Oh yeah. And I mean, obviously it won't make it all the way out here, but Cape Border as well. So you've got the 3 lighthouses on the island.
Right.
Cape Takuti, Cape Border, and Cape Willoughby.
Oh, we missed one.
Yeah. Oh, it's a small rectangular one. There's a bit of competition between us and
Who's
us
your
and them.
best?
Yeah. We are the best now. They unfortunately don't do tours up there anymore, but you can still walk around it.
So where are we right now on this map?
So right here at this stage.
Okay, and where's the second lighthouse?
Second lighthouse is down here. Oh, sorry. The second one, the rectangular one, is up the top, and Cape Takuti down here.
So like the triangle.
Yeah. So there's your 3 points. So when all your historic ships would have come around in the 1800s, they'd see this lantern here, and they'd know that that was the eastern point. They'd come all the way up here. Obviously at night you don't know where you are, see that lantern, so you'd know to turn around, go along the west, and then you'd come to Cape Border and see the next light and travel all the way down. However, this backstairs passage here was the way to go. If you went all the way around, you're adding 2 to 3 days on your trip. So that's why this is still commonly used by a lot of shipping containers and cruise ships that go through to Adelaide. It's a beautiful area.
We love it.